Namaste, everybody. Welcome to a flow yoga class. I feel a little pumped up because Taya woke up and she sing like ole, 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 ole. It made me think about the soccer is ready to kind of get the goal, but she actually upset with one of the character from one of the YouTube videos she liked, but his name is Will, so she's like, Will, 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 Will. I don't know about you, so I'm a little pumped up, so you better get ready. Just a little talk about, I shared this thing that just come to me on Facebook and Instagram about how, every time when we say things to people, we share our opinions, those things have its own limit space. And, for every one of us who still struggle to have a healthy life, or want to stop smoking, want to get on into the fitness and eat healthy, this is the same old thing that you have to be willing to challenge your own thoughts. And just for example, if you wake up and you feel like, oh, I just don't have the energy to do yoga today, when that happens, you really have to get your focus away from your thoughts and go right into your body and your breathing. And what you do from there is just keep this body going without going back up and cling on the thoughts. Right? You just put your leg, step 1 foot forward and just keep going, go downstairs, put the mat down, drink tea, drink coffee, go use the bathroom and just, wait for the time that right here you just let me take over. Because if you are not coming away from your thoughts, you will not be here on your mat ever. You will not be here to stop drinking, to stop smoking, to start your new fitness routine, to start eating healthy. You will not going to do it. You know why? Because your thoughts will fight you hard. That familiarity, that way of living that you have for so many years, even though they're not healthy, they're not really enhance your life, but they're there for so long, they know how to get into you. Those brain wave is just going to get into your body very quickly. And it's just going to take all the thing. I don't want to say it's just going to bring you back into your normal routine that is nothing going to happen. The first fight is not easy, but it gets easier in times, and you just have to do the work. Remember, it's a type of work that's worth putting it in, because at the end of this practice, you know how it feels. You feel looser, you feel like you have energy, you feel more mobility, you feel more flexible, you breathe with this more space, you can see the world with more opportunity. You can forgive yourself, you can forgive others, you remember to smile and see beautiful things in life again. That's what I mean, it's worth fighting for. Having said that, close your eyes, please. And right away, you kind of channel your focus right into this breathing. And stay there within your body, expand and soften. And yes, you can hear your thought, but you're not going to bring your focus up there and let it take over. And they're going to fight. And you're going to be calmly, lovingly, and mindfully go right back into your breathing. And allow this natural expansion of the inhalation to happen. Maybe help yourself a little bit to expand, just gently greater. Also, I want you to slow down your breathing. In and out. In its action, it will help you to calm down your nervous system. And if you are here for the first times or you're new to yoga, remember, you don't need to take everything I offer. Learn to listen to your body and maybe, practice slowly, gradually. Take what your body needs. And for us who wanted so badly to change the routine of our lives for the better, the other trick that will happen is that we want it now, we want it sooner. Know that it can be a recipe of disaster. This healthy lifestyle, the quitting of an unhealthy habit, it takes time. It takes persistence, and it had to become your new way of living. It's not a quick fix. And you have to see and accept that fact truthfully. So then you can walk this journey with patience. You can walk this journey with persistence. You join your hands together right in front of your heart, and let me chant Om 3 times together, please. Take a deep breath in. Exhale fully. Another deep inhale, please. And you bow your head toward your heart. Release your hands, lift your chin, open your eyes. Let's come down onto our back, please. We're not going to be here long today. It'll reach long out. Maybe I'm changing my mind to our arms and legs. Oh my God. And then you just kind of go sideways to the left and to the right. Oh. You know, it's so funny, and then I thought I feel really loose. Bring your arms and your legs up toward the ceiling and shake them. Love, 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 love warming up on my back, really. Knee to your chest, arms wide open, and then you drop your knees side to side. I don't know about you, I always get my back. Do you hear that? I always get my back adjusted. And then we go into Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart, and you can link your arms over your head again. I just keep decompress our spine the best we can. Then mindfully, we bring the knees up and together. Okay. Arms wide open. Draw your knees in. Inhale. Opening your knees apart. Keep breathing. And then they're going to meet. And then you bring them back. Love this one. Get into the hip joint. Change the direction, please. I hope you hear her in the background. She's does that again. And we go into happy baby. And you can rock your body side to side. Like, where am I supposed to move this receiver? Bring your arms and your legs up toward the ceiling once again, and let's shake them. And just have a thought with myself. I'm thinking about gonna get you off the floor now, but since we're on the floor already, let's use this to get into a little bit of core exercise. So we're gonna do bicycle. Okay, so opposite arm to opposite knee, opposite arm, opposite elbow, and behind the back of your head. When you're ready, we do 20, please. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then slowly come back down. Windshield wiper. Feet hip distance apart, drop your knees side to side. Keep breathing. Once again, move away from your thoughts, like bring your focus to your body. Just keep practicing until, gradually that become your habit. It's gonna help. It's so much easier for you. Bridge, please. To learn how to do that, like to kind of mentally walk away from your thoughts when they are not really being any positive or enhancing at all. Okay. Elongate that thighs, bones really away from you. Really push that feet isometrically away from your body. Remember, you need the space for your throat. Wherever your arms landed, make sure it really helps you to bring the wings toward one another, your scapula. And next exhalation, you roll your spine slowly back down toward the floor. Okay. Bring your knees toward your chest once again and just drop your knees side to side. We use this to loosen up our back muscles because we still need that. And then from here, you either roll on your right and come up, or you can rock back and forward until you find your seat, or you can, do 2-3 more times if you love the feeling on your back. And then when you come up, extend your legs in front of you, shake, 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 shake. It feels really cool. Roll your ankles toward one another and frame your arms to really supporting your heart open. Keep circling your ankle, please. Then you change the direction. And then we are going to stop. Get into your thighs bone and really get your sitting bone on the floor by internal rotate your legs and your hips, okay? When you have that, we're gonna do a movement with the breath again. So inhale, you lengthen your spine up to the sky. Exhale, you go forward as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale, come up and away from the legs, and then we roll backward into our half boat, but we keep the legs on the floor. And then come up, inhale. And we are going to do it like this with breath. So a little bit of like stretch your hamstring, and then when you roll back, you go into your core. Okay. Not too intense. Keep your spine elongated at all times. You can have your arms wherever you like. That you're not hurting yourself, of course. And give me 2 more. That's actually my last one. And when you're done, we go into now Baddha Konasana, feet together, knees apart. Okay. And you can move your knees side to side like this. Or you can just extend them straight down evenly. Like. And carefully, just move away from that and go into wide leg. Open. And circle your body. Change the direction, please. Now we are going to bow toward the right leg. You can use a strap. Hold it with the left hand, and then you go there. You can use your own hand. You don't have to hold the leg. You can even like broaden your arms like that, and you do your jellyfish dance. Okay. Go exhale into the bow. Inhale away from it. Exhale, go into the bow. try to ground the opposite seat on the floor the best you can. Inhale, come up and away from that, and we go right arms overhead. Come up. Exhale, reach. Right. Inhale, move away from the stretch a little bit, and exhale, reach. I can feel my shoulders are a little restricted, so I have to be mindful. Inhale, come up and away from the stretch. Now we bow toward the left leg. Yeah, I don't think I like the straps. I'm going to do wide arms. Remember at the beginning of the practice, and you know how it depends on how stiff you are, how cold the temperatures are. You kind of push into the muscle gradually. You don't need to be intense right at the beginning. Come up and away from that bow, and you go left arms overhead. You learn to listen, and you gradually kind of stretch, and you stretch some more with breath. And you inhale, you move up and away from that. Now we are going to circle the shoulders up and back. I move my feet. And the opposite direction. You can do them one at a time. 2. You can hold your shoulder and move your elbow. Help. And then we go into our hands and knees. Go there mindfully. Spinal circulation, please. Yeah, you can get into the back muscles much deeper for sure. Don't forget your neck. Let it move with it. Keep breathing. Change direction, please. You keep traveling away from that thought. Thread the needle, right hands under. Remember, hips over knee is one option. Yeah. Or you can sit all the way toward your heels as also another option. There are more, but if you know your favorite thread the needle, take yourself there and enjoy them, please. Yeah, I really love this one for stretching, I think, my rotator cuff muscles. One more breath. Chin side, please.
And allow that exhale to help the pose and the gravity work with one another to get into the depth of the stretch deeper. So you kind of really exhale fully, really exhale fully.
Carefully unthread. Child's pose. Inhale, round your back up to the sky. Arch at the end, cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Spread your fingers apart. Inhale, we go plank carefully. Bring your knees down. Exhale, child's pose. Round your back up at first. Inhale, repeat, cow pose. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Plank pose. Check with your wrist if you cannot go any further at the beginning. Get your knee down very quickly and then round your back up and go back toward your heels. Okay? So you go into the flexion of your wrist. Keep going, please, gradually. Just push that edge of your wrist carefully and round your back. Child's pose. Keep going. Inhale, plank pose. Be mindful with your wrist, please. When you feel like it's enough, knees down. And then round your back and go back to your heels. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, child's pose. Last one. Come up onto your hands and knees, step your right leg forward. Get your left knee off the floor and pivot to the left. Straight leg, shins in, thighs out, dangling your body down. Or go as low as your body can go. And after that, you just kind of dangling your body side to side, or if you have to use blocks, right? You can walk both of your hands to the left and push the floor away and stretch along the right side of your body. Yeah. Or you can twist. Like you can hold your left leg, pull yourself toward the left leg, turn your body up to the sky. Yeah, you can stay here and do that. And switch to the other side. Or maybe just dangling like a clock and you just kind of tick-tock from the left to the right. And we go from here to Skandasana, so we get into the hips, heels in, toes out. Find the height that you need and you move from one leg to the other. Yeah. Keep your knees over the ankle. Bend your right knee next time and stay there, and then turn toward the front of the mat. Diagonal, your right foot to the right, rotate on the little toe, side edge of the foot. Open your right knee to the right, back leg straight or knees on the floor. Hips back, chest forward. Exhale, bow down. And inhale, move away from that stretch gently. And then exhale, go toward the floor. And you do your jellyfish dance. It can be big, it can be small, it can be subtle. One more breath. Move from here to runner stretch. Need high grab blocks. Adjust the legs properly first. Remember foundation first, and then heels down, toes up, square hip. Elongate the spine and then we stretch. One more breath. And then inhale, you move up and away from the stretch. We're going to go from the back leg to the front, so get your weight from the back leg to the front, and then bend that front knee. Left hand on the floor, and we'll twist to the right. Once again, your left leg can be straight or knees bent. Next, nice and long, breathe. Exhale, untwist, three-legged dog. Your right leg kick back and up, opening the hip. You can check it if you feel like you need to or not. Bend the knee and kick it to the left while your chest push back toward the foot. Inhale, breathe to your back. Exhale, feel that opening. Okay. Shoulder blades onto your back. One more. And then extend your right leg straight, square the hip. Come forward to plank. Inhale, foot on the floor. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go forward to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale. Repeat, please. One more. And downward facing dog. The left leg go forward. Right? Either back knees on the floor or not, and then you diagonal the foot to the left and turn your foot open and be on the little toe side edge of the foot. Knees bend, hips back, chest forward. Here we go. Exhale down. Inhale, move away from the stretch. And then you listen to the muscles. See how much you can give without hurting yourself. Don't be violent with your body. Be respectful. Inhale, move up and away from the stretch, and then we get the foot to turn in. Maybe walk it in slightly. Make sure it is right in front of the hip. Heels down, toes up. Lunge stretch. Heart open. Extend the spine. Exhale, bow. Spread your toes on your left leg. One more breath. And then inhale, move up and away from that stretch, and we keep moving forward. Have the weight onto your left foot, right knee down or straight, and we twist to the left. Exhale, we go toward the floor. Hands down, kick your left legs back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee. Three-legged dog. Breathe and move your back muscles away and from the leg, and then exhale, push it back toward the leg while you're opening that, body sideways to the left. Really feel the joint and the body part that participate in this pose. Yeah. And extend your left leg, square the hip, come forward to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale. Next time we're going to go to the floor. Take your plank. See if you can straight leg, do straight leg on knee bend, and then we lower down slowly toward the ground, Chaturanga Dandasana. And we extend the left hand to the left. We use the floor to stretch the pec major. Turn your body open to the right. Other side, please. And exhale, roll onto your belly and your chest. And you are going to do your first back bend here, whatever you like. And you do it with a sense of, checking in with your body. I'm going to do locust with the hands behind my back at the moment. But I may change again. I check with your lower back. I use this as a warming up. Maybe you have to take care of your shoulders a little bit more, or your neck. Yeah. Three more breaths here. Then we meet in downward facing dog, please. Step your right leg forward between the hands, warrior three. We're not going to be that long. Square your hip. High lunge. Work with the breath. Stay with it. Hands come down to the floor, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg back and up. Knee to the nose, round your back up to the sky. Three-legged dog, kick your leg back and up. Knee to your nose, round your back up to the sky. Last one. And then you go back to three-legged dog. Come forward to plank, lift your right leg or not. Chaturanga Dandasana, carefully lower down to the floor. Pick your back bend, right. Check with your wrist too. Sometimes when your wrists are still not feeling open yet, you might want to take your hands off the floor when you do your back bend. It's kind of take the pressure off the wrist. And then our downward facing dog. It's about listening to the body and be wise with the choice we pick. Step your left leg forward, warrior three. Find the variation that's worked for you at the moment. And then land your right leg back, high lunge. Allow the body to be supple and work with the breath. Hands come down to the floor. Kick your left leg back and up. Inhale. Exhale, knee to the nose. Round your back up to the sky. Repeat 2 more. Three-legged dog. Plank pose. Chaturanga Dandasana. Once again, see where your wrists are. And then pick your back bend. Downward facing dog or child's pose, please. Right leg forward between the hands, inhale. Lizard pose. Diagonal. Know your body to the left. Okay. Pyramid pose. Both legs straight, square the hip. Bow down. Left leg forward, Uttanasana, feet hip distance apart. Chins in, thighs out. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthening the spines away from the leg. Exhale, bow. Inhale, lengthening the spines away from the leg. Bend the knees. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Stand nice and tall. Inhale, floor here, please. Exhale, bow. You want to rest, go ahead. Elongate the spine. You can step back to plank. Okay. Lower down. Pick your back bend. When your body ready, when it's loosening up enough, you're gonna flow faster. It just happened. Left leg step forward between the hands. Diagonal your body to the right, and then you bow. Lizard pose. When your body is still stiff, you move slower. You take more times. And that is just perfect. Pyramid pose. Both legs straight, square the hip. Land your hands wherever is supporting you best. Right leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, Utkatasana. Toes lift, spread your fingers apart. Knees over your ankle. Remember to sink your hip back, root your tailbone down, land your hands wherever. Keep that heart open. Yeah, I really love holding my elbow here. One more. Breath. Stand nice and tall. Inhale and make your choice. Please exhale back to keep on moving or rest. And just follow your choice. We meet back in downward facing dog or child's pose, okay? And breathe. Let the breath take over. However, be mindful to keep it slow down the best you can. We meet in downward facing dog. Balance on your right leg, lift your left leg off the floor. Square your hip. Then lift your right hand off the floor. Square your chest. Yeah. Push your weight back slowly. If you can, hold your right ankle with your right hand. Keep pushing your weight back strongly toward your right foot. Carefully step your left leg forward. Parivrtta Pasava Konasana. Twist to the left, please. Hands in prayer. Untwist right hand to the floor, side plank, Vasisthasana. Balance on your right hand and foot. Yeah. You can do anything with your left hand. You can stack. You can lift. I really like this better for my hip. Lift the legs off and then Square the chest, step your left leg forward. Warrior two, please. Sorry. Reverse warrior. Hips stay back, heart open. Use your hands wisely. And then go toward the floor. Keep your left leg back and up. Inhale. Come forward to plank or rest. Chaturanga Dandasana. Hands strong. Pick your back bend. Knee in down dog or child's pose. When you do more intense back bend, really be mindful with the rotation in your legs, okay? The more you go up, the more your leg will start to rotate out, and you really want to rotate it in and keep your hip facing the floor the best you can. And in down dog, left leg down, right leg up, right hand on the floor, left hands off the floor. Put your chest back toward your left foot, or find the stability first. Okay. Now keep lifting your right armpit up and away from the floor. Keep breathing. Then right leg forward carefully. Twist to the right, Parivrtta Patsava Konasana, hands in back. Remember, the back knee can be on the floor. We focus on the twist first. Balance should be your secondary. Untwist left hand to the floor or left forearms down, sides plank. You can do tree pose with the legs. Once again, build a stability first before you start to be fancy with your pose. Ready? Square your chest to the floor, right hand down, right leg forward. Warrior two. Check your foundation. Reverse warrior. Come toward the floor. Step your right leg back and up. Kick your right leg back and up. Inhale. Come forward to plank. Now this time roll all the way to the floor. Right hands parallel to the chest. Right legs down. Bend the left knee. Ekapada Bekasana. Hold the foot. Bring it down. Pull it toward the crowd. Point your knees back. Remember, you can add height as high as the muscles allow you to do so. Be careful with your lower back when you do that. Keep your core engaged, nice and strong. Your hip flexor, you hear me? I'm breathing really hard. Your hip flexors are going to just be challenged and challenged the more you go off the floor. Switch side, please. Let go. Forearm plank pose. Remember, you can interlate the hand and do more like a triangle hands, or, of course, parallel forearms toward one another. Your palms, they can go facing down, they can facing one another. As long as you're not rounding your shoulders, you are safe. We go from here to our dolphin pose, okay? I'm gonna grab a block to put between my hands because it really keeps me grounded to the floor, and that's what you need first. Okay. And then work your dolphin by using it to really stretch your chest back, opening that heart further, or add the calf and the hamstring into the picture. And rest in child's pose, please. Keep breathing. Once again, let the breath take over. I feel like it's easier to come back to it right now. Just let your focus be there. Then you come up onto your hands and knees. Lift your right leg off the floor. Lift your left hand off the floor. Inhale, opening them to the side. You can bend the knee as well, or straight leg, come back center. Elbow in the knee beneath the belly. Go back. 2 more. Now this time when you finish it, bend the back knee, swing your left hand and hold your right foot. And then we do the back bend right here. Kick the foot into the hands and extend the heart up to the sky. Exhale, release slightly. And then inhale, kick. Breathe. It's not easy. Then let go, extend the arms and the legs away from one another. Left hand down, turn your body open to the right. Keep your right leg lift. Bend your right knee once again. Hold the foot with the hands, and we do another back bend here. Kick the foot into the hand. And then now your body is going to diagonal open up to the sky. Move with the breath once again. You build the pose from the ground up. Right. Listen to your lower back. Engage your core accordingly. It's not easy, but it has to happen. Then let go and lengthen the arms and the legs. Square your chest to the floor. Step your right leg forward. Extend side angle pose. Patsavakonasana. Breathe. Runners, stretch once again. Bow your head down. Now this one you can go really, really deep. The first one we did, it was early in the practice, so it feels more like a warming up. This one you can really stretch. And standing split, please. So go into your right foot, kick your left leg up to the sky. Hold your right foot with your right hands maybe, and just try to kick that left leg as high as you can. If you can, challenging yourself further. Get both hands, hold your right leg. Don't forget your spine, breathe. And then carefully square the hip, have both hands helping you. And then land your left leg back, knees down, body come up right. Hold the foot with the hand, square the hip, root your tailbone down. Breathe. And then hands come down to the floor. Step your left leg forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, Malasana. Squat, please. Breathe. Uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Now you flow or you can rest right here. And back to child's pose. We're gonna be on the knees, so better take the chance to, take an easier pose if you can, or if you want to take downward facing dog, please be my guest. Come up onto your hands and knees. Now we lift the left leg and the right hands off the floor. Okay. Then opening to the side. Exhale, back center. Go beneath the belly. Exhale, extend. 2 more. Relax your jaw. Relax your eyes. Now the last one, when you extend and bend the back knee, swing your right hand, hold your left foot. We kick up toward the sky. Heart open. Let go. Slightly. And keep going. Remember, the pose is built from the ground up and out. One more breath. And then lengthen the arm and the legs away from one another. Your right hand come down. Your body turn to the left. You bend your left knee. And you hold the foot with the left hand and you do the back bend once again. And then extend the arms and the legs away from one another. Square your chest to the floor. Step your left leg forward. Extend side angle pose. Runner stretch. Standing split. Weight onto your left leg, kick your right leg up toward the sky. For this one, can you cross your right leg behind your left leg? Please cross leg Uttanasana. Remember, use your hands wisely. I feel like I can get my arms off the floor and be fancier with the pose. When you have that sense of safety and strength, like you can challenge your body further. Don't just do it. Let's switch leg, please. So uncross the legs and cross your left leg behind your right leg. Just because I say so. You have to feel like when your feet are really ground firm and you have more mobility and flexibility and you can feel the core and you instinctively, you just want to do something else. Carefully uncross the legs. Have your left leg come to the side. Now you step your right leg back. Have your right knees on the floor. Come upright with the body. And then hold the foot with the hand and square the hip. And we go into the second size of our hip flexor stretch here. And then let go. Hands come down. Take child's pose, please. Walk your hands back to your knees and come up to sitting. I want to offer a handstand practice here. I actually never do it ever. I believe if you have the wall nearby or you have a wall that doesn't have the furniture on it, this is the time that you can go into the wall and practice handstand. I'm gonna go grab something to give you another option. If you have a stability ball at home, you actually can practice handstand with it by maybe not do the handstand right away. Okay. You can do still plank pose if you like. Right. It's a matter of building the pose by just focus on the muscle that are part of it, or take the pose itself and enjoy it. You can do an L shape at the wall if you like as well. Okay. If you have a ball, this is something I normally love to do. You can go here, go up to the ball, and you just drag the ball in and take the hand, kind of close to the kicking up, and then you go back. And then you do that. If this is too much, you can also do knee bend instead. And lift the core. Oh, wow. I'm not going to be here long. Please do something. If you don't want to get into the handstand, or if you have a ball and you just want to do something else, you can just, lie and opening the heart. Because another piece of the handstand is the heart opening, which is also important. You can do bridge pose. Why people, pushing themselves, just like, no, I'm not pushing. You can do bow pose and focus on the heart opening instead of upper body strengthening. I'm gonna give you probably like 30 seconds more. Keep going. I actually can do handstand right here. The wall that I have here, this is a little space right here. I actually can go up easily without hurting anything else. I hope so. Yeah. Right. And when you have enough of that, let's do pigeon pose, right leg forward, please. And carefully come up and away from the floor. Now, you're actually gonna do a little back bend here. You adjust your pigeons a little bit if you need to. Okay. I change the diagonal of my ankles, the chins a little bit to be away from the front edge of the mat. Block can be really helpful. So right here, scissor your knee, hug your thighs in, root your tailbone down, and then lift the heart up to the sky. If you need some support, use that block to help you. And if you feel like you're floating in the air so much, you can kick the back leg further back. Really be mindful with your lower back, please. If you can do kind of warrior one or high lunge, this is where it is. Core in, heart open, same action, different leg prep, yeah? I know it's a strong pose, be careful. And exhale, bring your hands down to the floor. Carefully, kick your right leg back and up, opening the hips. Bend the knee, kick it to the left. And then extend your right leg straight, square the hip. Step your right leg forward between the hands, and we go into half moon pose, please. Any one of you want to build the half moon into a sugarcane pose? The back bend here, you bend your left knee, hold the foot with your left hand, right? And then kick it. Remember, the pose is built from the ground up. So you have to almost like get the energy from the floor and then up into the body and out into every limb you have. Do it safely. Do it safely. Core strong. Pyramid pose, please. And Parivritta Trikonasana, so we are twisting. Your legs are already there. Block underneath your left hand can help if your hamstrings still tight. Hands underneath the shoulder. You can be on top of the foot or on the outside of your right foot. Right. Remember to push the floor down and then push the floor forward and really make the back leg nice and firm. Yeah. And then roll your tailbone down, lift your core, and you start twisting to the right. Your belly is gonna resisting your turning open, and see if your right hand can go up to the skies, or better not doing it. Okay. Get your spine to be in that twisting sensation first. The arm is the last thing to be worried. Yeah. Don't forget your neck, elongate it. And then untwist. I know it's not easy. And then pivot to the left, go all the way to the back, and you do pigeon on your left leg. Okay. I'm trying to looking at the clock. Carefully. Now, before I go any further, if you know the pigeon set up doesn't feel really good, you can have your left foot on the floor and do low lunge instead, okay? This is gonna make the stretch of the hip flexor much easier. The reason that this is feel tough because, you know, our hip flexor is really close to the floor, so we challenge these muscles 10 times more. This is a hip flexor stretch like a high lunge, but it's just tougher because of the position of the legs. Okay, you can use the hand to help you or not. Scissor your knees toward one another, and you hug your thighs in, and you feel that buoyancy lifting in the spine. And when you exhale, you kind of kick the back leg back and curl your heart up to the sky. Oh, wow. Yeah. You don't really need to move much at all. And you really have to be mindful with your lower back, okay? Once again, if your lower back cannot handle this, you might be too tight for it. Do lower lunge instead. And then when you're done, like you bring your hands down. Then you kick your left leg back and up, opening the hips, bend the knee, kick it to the right. Chest back. And then extend the legs, square the hips, step forward between the hands, and go into half moon pose. Stay there or add your sugar cane pose. Hold the foot and kick it. Do the back bend. Don't forget the neck. Really feel your body all the way through. Feel your whole body. Don't miss anything here. And then when you finish that, like when you let go of the foot, lengthen the arm and the leg first. Held with the spine. Square the hip. Land your right leg back behind you. Pyramid pose. Bow down. Keep your legs strong. Keep breathing. And Parivrtta Trikonasana. Find your hand position that work for your body. Keep adjusting the height. And we're twisting to the left. Weight toward your right foot. Lengthen your hip back, chest forward. Belly is going to resisting your chest. Get the spine twist first. From your hip all the way out to the crown of your head. Add the arms last. Stay strong on the big toe side edge of your left leg. And then you untwist, and then you keep pivoting to the right. Go all the way. And you are going to sit down. Feet together, knees apart. Baddha Konasana. We're done, everybody. How about that? Paschimottanasana. And while you are here, the next pose that I am going to calling is going to be a Shavasana. But if you're not ready yet because your body tells you that you need to do something else before that, please honoring that voice, honoring that feeling in your body. And you inhale, you move up and away from the stretch and go take Shavasana. Your whole body is kind of shy when that voice comes into your system. It's not just in the head, it's just in the body. Like, oh my God, I need to jump into my handstand. I need to jump into my back bend before I do my Shavasana. Whatever it is. And then you enjoy your Shavasana when you're there. Thank you for the practice. Thank you for your persistence and your patience with yourself. I will see you next week, everybody. Shavasana.